Chris from 100 Acre Firewood here. Getting into another little project right now. So we have these sort of snaggled up, they're called box elders, or we call them Manitoba Maples here in Ontario. And they're just like the worst trees ever. So my brother-in-law Dave has tore a few of these out of the ground with his backhoe and left me with a little bit of a mess to tidy up. But we're just going to buck these up into basically sections because it's not very good for firewood. And we've got a kind of behind where the camera is, we've got a relatively large burn pit that we will show you after, and that we put this stuff into. And hopefully later on this weekend we will do a bonfire and show you guys the burn pit in action. But yeah, I'm just gonna start cutting using the smaller Sthil saw on this one, and just cut it up into sections that can easily be thrown onto the Bobcat and taken over to the burn pit. So with these Manitoba maple trees, if you want to call them that, they leave these wild stumps behind. If you leave this stump like this, it will immediately next year grow back like this much taller. So I'm gonna run and grab the Bobcat right now, and just use the forks to pull this out. One of the good things about Manitoba maples is their root systems don't go that deep, and this is pretty loose soil, so we should be able to get under it with the forks and pull this out pretty quickly. And then you pull this out, throw it on the burn pile, and hopefully if you burn this into ashes, it won't grow back. They tend to be very ferocious kind of growing trees. So anyways, gonna go grab the Bobcat and we'll pull this thing out with the forks. So this is a perfect example of a Manitoba maple stump, I guess, at the bottom. All these little shoots that come out send up brand new Manitoba maple trees, and they're just, we have them everywhere, and they're non-stop. So when you get these out, you got to rip the whole thing out and get rid of the entire base of the tree to get rid of the trees. And we've got lots and lots of them back here. This spot around this area I need to want to get cleaned up, because this is where we're going to process a bunch of our firewood and stack it up for customer pickup and all that sort of stuff. So these things are just in the road and they're just a nuisance, so we want to tear out as many of them as we can and burn them up. This is our newly made burn pit. My brother-in-law Dave dug this with his backhoe. It goes down probably about 3 or 4 feet here, and it's probably about, I want to say 20-25 feet across. So right now it's filled with a bunch of Manitoba maples, as you may have guessed. Just getting ready for probably a bonfire this weekend. We haven't used the burn pit as of yet, but planning to this weekend with some of the stuff that we're cleaning up here and stuff that we've done over the summer as well. We sort of stack some rocks around here for people to sit on once we have a fire on the go. Planning on using these rocks sometime somewhere for some landscaping sort of projects, but just keeping them here kind of out of the way for now. We have tons and tons of these rocks around the farm everywhere, but it's nice that Dave dug this burn pit for us, because it just allows us to contain the fire a little bit. We've had some very large bonfires here that have almost gotten out of control before, so this one will be a pretty big one, but nice that it's contained within the pit and kind of a good area cleared around the burn pit as well. So looking forward to a big bonfire later on this weekend.